Wait, we did it? We did it? Let's go. Let's go. And we only killed Shuichi. Goodbye, Shuichi. Hope you enjoy prison.
Anyway, I gotta confess. You know that cult I mentioned earlier? The leader is me.
Huh?
Which means the mastermind who snuck Monokuma onto the Ark is me.
The mysterious virus from the meteorites had spread rapidly around the world. The entire world was on brink of extinction. Hope had almost triumphed, but cruel despair came roaring back to overtake the world. But we just happened to be immune to the we just happened to be immune to the virus. I'm sorry, that plot hole just kind of got me there. I believe in you, so I'm leaving the rest to you for now. You got it, Shuichi?
What?
A body has been discovered! Everyone, please gather at the Exo hangar. The killing game just keeps going and going. The despair's not over yet. Voyage without passion or purpose. Deadly life. But also remember Monokuma's back. What is this? What's going on? Chaos and madness, confusion and turmoil. I couldn't stay calm. I couldn't keep it in. It was too much despair. What? Is that blood? The body discovery announcement. Does that mean someone's in that press? Who? The only ones in the hangar were Kokichi and Kaito. It must be one of them. What? Either Kokichi or Kaito is dead? Oh, look! Those clothes! They're Kaito's! Then the one in the hydraulic press is... No, it's not possible. I told you someone's gonna get pressed. There's no way they'd be like, oh man, a human wouldn't, get crushed in the hydraulic press. There's warning labels. Man, this hydraulic press. And then the fucking testing theory with Kibo. Like, I don't know. It felt too perfect. You know what I'm saying? Looks like you have a lot of twisted turns to sort out during this class trial. That's what the killing game's all about, after all. And so, I will now pass out the Monokuma file. Don't say you're getting bored of this, because things are about to get interesting. I hope you pour your heart and soul into the investigation, too. Hold on! We have to investigate? So the killing game is going to continue? The killing game will continue? If the killing game is continuing and Monokuma is still moving, then it means the mastermind, Kokichi, is still alive. If Kokichi is still alive, then that means the one dead over there is... Kaito? No, that's not possible! There has to be some mistake! There's no way Kaito could die! It has to be a lie! I made a run for the body when... Calm down. Maki's hand stopped me. Calm down? How can you say that, Maki? Kaito is... I've seen so much death already. Death is both good and bad. Death of both good and bad people. It doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't bother you? What are you talking about? More importantly, where's Kokichi? That's right. I don't see him anywhere. He should be somewhere in the hangar. He ran away. We need to catch him immediately. He's obviously the culprit. Let's split up and look for him. Leave no stone unturned. No matter how good at hide and seek he is, we can't let him get away like this. Wait, we can't leave yet. We don't know for certain if that dead body is Kaito. We haven't explored all the possibilities yet. If it's not Kaito, then who's dead in there? Are you saying it's Kokichi? Then why is the killing game still continuing? Because if that's the possibility, maybe our theory about Kokichi being the mastermind is wrong. Which is what I'm saying. But who knows, it could still be Kaito in there, we don't know. And if Kaito is alive, why hasn't he shown himself yet? Are you saying he's hiding because he's the culprit? Don't say such a stupid thing. Kaito being the culprit is even more impossible than him being dead. I don't think Kaito could have killed Kokichi in the first place. He was wounded, remember? And his opponent, the mastermind of the killing game, could control the X-Souls at will. How could Kaito have killed someone like that when he was sick and wounded? I don't know. I'm just saying it's possible. And even if it is Kokichi that was killed, that doesn't mean that Kaito is the culprit. So, does that mean the culprit is one of us? Wait, that's impossible! No matter how shocking Kaito's death is, saying we're suspects is going too far. I understand what they mean. The initial evidence suggests Kaito is dead, but I just can't believe that. Or perhaps I don't want to believe that. I can't believe Kaito is dead, because I believe he's alive. Let's investigate. We need to find the truth here, with our own hands, and reveal the truth in this trial. So, you want to continue the killing game? A class trial will be held either way. We should investigate. If we don't know, I don't know if we'll find hope or despair, but we have to find the truth. It all starts there. You're an impressive detective, through and through. You might not only reach the truth, but something even beyond it. That's right. I have to do this, to keep my promise to Kaito. You're right. If the class trial is going to happen anyway, then we should investigate. But we already know the answer. But we can't die here. We decided to live for hope. My main concern is how Kokichi will react if we accuse him of being the culprit. If he just plays dumb and runs away, there will be nothing we can do. No, I don't think so. Junko and Ashima cherished the killing game rules, so if the remnants of despair worshipped her, I don't think they'd ignore those. Then it'll be easy to deal with him. We just need to vote for him in the class trial. Nah, that's true. You know what I've always been saying? About whoever we suspect first is never the culprit. I don't want to put any ideas in your head, but I'm just saying I don't think we should rule out the possibility that Kaito could still be alive and he killed Kokichi. I'm just saying. I understand the others, but why Maki? Why is she accepting Kaito's death so easily? Well then, let's review the Monokuma file. Is that okay with you, Suichi? Yeah. The body was discovered in the Exol hangar. Obviously, it doesn't show us who the victim is. We don't know who it is. Meaning, if they're hiding the identity of the culprit, meaning we can't necessarily rule that Kokichi killed Kaito. It could very well be the other way around. The victim was crushed by the hydraulic press and is unidentifiable. That's it. Wow. That's all the information we get. Nah, that's it. That doesn't tell us anything. It didn't even give us time of death. It didn't, literally, it just, they were crushed to death. That was it. That's all we got. The identity of the victim is unknown? It doesn't even tell us that much. It doesn't matter. We already know who the victim and the culprit are. The culprit who killed Kaito is definitely Kokichi. Wait, Maki, it's still too early to decide that. It's true that the evidence points to Kokichi being alive, but Kaito told me. Don't worry, I'll do something about this. That's a promise. All you guys are working hard, so I can't just sit back and relax. I want to believe in the promise Kaito made. I want you to believe in that with me. I refuse to investigate with you. Huh? What? Why? You're not calm at the moment. Right now, you're acting like Kaito, back in Gunta's class trial. It was like this at that time too, wasn't it? You can't fight despair with just belief. It's not that simple. Maki turned her back to me and left. Maki. I do have a sneaking suspicion that she fears why she's not going to help is because she fears that there is the possibility it's Kokichi that was crushed and Kaito killed him. So regardless, it's a lose for her because she lost Kaito and she's going to lose him if we somehow figure out it was him. But again, we don't really know because we have no information, but I'm sure our investigation will tell us otherwise. There's something about the air in here that makes me feel off. I don't know if the electro bomb is to blame or if I'm malfunctioning somehow, but I'm starting to feel somewhat sick. I don't feel weird at all. It's gotta be because of the electro bomb. Kibo's an electronic appliance after all. Don't call me an appliance. I'm telling you, appliances should rest outside. Really? I'm fine, but I suppose I'll go investigate outside for now. Kibo left the hangar, swaying side to side a bit. Then, I think I'll start investigating too. Oh, will you be okay by yourself? I could go with you if you want. No, you don't have to worry. I'll be fine by myself. If the body is like that, then we don't have to worry about anyone messing with it. So it should be fine for all of us to investigate by ourselves. Himiko left in a hurry. I wonder if Himiko suspects. Suspects who? Everyone. Because if there's fewer of us, there's fewer people who could be the culprit, right? Of course, it's obviously Kokichi, but like you said, there could be another possibility. Maybe that's what she's thinking. I did suggest that possibility. The culprit might not be Kokichi or Kaito, but a third party. Anyone could be the culprit. We were united towards hope before all of this, but now we're split up. Could it be that's why Kokichi killed Kaito? To disrupt our harmony? Because if not, then what reason would he have to kill Kaito? Maybe that's what this class trial is going to be for, too. The reason Kokichi's going to hold this class trial might be to separate us. To separate us? In the end, we were all gathered around Kaito. He was the one keeping us together. If that's why he killed Kaito, then we're completely caught in his trap. This is all part of Kokichi's plan, to separate us. This is exactly what he wanted. We're split up. We can't get anyone to cooperate with the investigation. And we don't have much information to go on. The Monokuma file has been some help, but it's not enough this time. No point standing around and complaining. I just have to do it. Time to start. To solve this mystery and find the truth behind it. I'm going to begin the investigation. Investigation started! I'll start here. Alright, I'm going to inspect every single piece of evidence here. Oh shit, now we got some new funky music. Let's go! Alright, the investigation started. For real this time. This is actual recording. We're doing it. Where do we even start? Shit. We should probably start with the, the bloody hydraulic press, considering how I think someone died here, but I don't know. Alright. There's a sleeve sticking out of the press. It's definitely Kaito's coat sleeve. In that case, the victim must be... it's too soon. It's too soon. Because here's the thing. We all know about Danganronpa games. The information they don't give you in the Monokuma file is vital. They didn't identify the victim. That doesn't necessarily mean it's Kaito in the press. There's a lot of possibilities. I left it up to open arms that, like... Even if we identify the body, that also doesn't necessarily mean that the other one is the culprit in this case. Because technically, any one of us probably had a right to do so. I mean, we just started this investigation, so there's a lot of clues to go over, but obviously, like, the hangar is going to play an effect because most of us on the outside probably had no access. The only one who should have had access to the hangar to be able to leave and enter would have been Kokichi with the remote. Because we would only have to been able to use the electrode stuff, but we were waiting for everything to charge. So, it'll be really difficult to try to pin that anyone on the outside, so basically anyone besides Kaito or Kokichi could have done this. But you never know. But I will say that we technically can't prove right now that that's Kaito in the press. I don't want to do it, but I have to raise the press to inspect the body. Can we do that? These control panels move the hydraulic press. It can go up, down, and stop. I should be able to use the up button to raise the press and check the body. I don't want to see a crushed body, no matter who it is, but I have to do it. I have to know. I made up my mind, took a breath, and pressed the button. Huh? It's not moving. I pressed the button a few more times, but the press still wouldn't move. Strange. It moved when I pressed it the last time. After looking around the press, I found... the power cord is cut! I see. There's no power, so the hydraulic press won't move. This can't be a coincidence. The power cord was cut on purpose. This must be the work of the culprit. So that way we, for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, couldn't prove whose body it was. But even then, I mean... even if we lifted it, would you still be... I mean, literally, they're gonna be paste. I mean, like, all you're gonna see is probably their entrails. The only identifiable factors you could probably find off of them is probably, like, hair. If you can somehow, like, figure out their hair color. But, like, dude, they're completely smushed. There's no... it's not gonna be like a cartoon where they're just gonna come out and they're just gonna be a pancake. It's like, no. Like, they're gonna literally just be guts and entrails. That's all that's gonna be left. I don't know how you'd be... I think Kaito's guts had a little bit more sturdiness to it. Like, no, that's not how it's gonna work. In that case, we won't be able to check the body. I'm honestly a little relieved, but I shouldn't say that out loud. I should take another look at the controls. There must be some clue here. In addition to the controls button, there's an emergency stop button. The press would have been stopped instantly if you used this. Well, if the culprit were planning this murder, they'd have no use for it. What concerns me more is the safety function. That's right, this hydraulic press should have a safety function. If the infrared sensor detects a living thing, the press stops automatically. Well, it didn't stop when Kibo tried before, but Kibo's not in there, he's still alive. But then again, we can't know for sure whether or not it would actually do it. but assuming it would. If the sensor detected a person, the safety should have stopped the press automatically. Stop automatically. Huh. Meaning, if the controls were actually working, whoever's in that press was already dead when they were crushed. They weren't living anymore. Because the press should have automatically stopped if they were living. If the controls actually worked, meaning that there was nothing living detected in there, they were probably already dead. What's this trail of blood here? Obviously, it leads to the bathroom. So, assuming whoever's in there was probably killed in the bathroom or in the back somewhere. What is this? What is this? A blood stain? There's a faint trail of blood leading to the press. A swipe pattern, as if dragged. It looks as if it's coming from the bathroom. This blood stain suggests something was dragged from the bathroom to the press. So maybe whoever it was killed in the bathroom and then dragged here, crushed to death, so that way we couldn't reveal the identity of who was killed. Now they said this Exo was supposedly not out and active like it was before. There's an Exo right in the middle of the hangar. The hatch is open as well. The cockpit is exposed. How is this supposed to look on the inside, huh? Oh, so this is how it's supposed to look on the inside, huh? It's small, but big enough for one person. Huh? The hatch is open? How strange! Only the Mono Cubs can turn off the electronic lock to open the hatch. Only the Mono Cubs can open the hatch? Normally, the Mono Cubs are the only ones who can pilot the Exols. Normally, being the key word. Because of the electro hammer thingy, the electronic lock is all screwed up. Have you mentioned this to anyone else? Nope, no one's asked me about it either. Even if I had been asked, it would have been irrelevant information for you anyway. An electronic lock on the hatch that only the Mono Cubs can disable, which must be why only the Mono Cubs can control the Exols. But if you could disable the lock, you could control the Exol. Kokichi did have 2 other bombs on him. Maki only stole 1, so it would have been possible. He would have been able to mimic the Exols in that way. But, so, I guess going back to like Kokichi being the mastermind, there's no way. There's really no way. Because he wasn't really showing signs that he was truly in control. I think he had control of the situation because of like his scheming plan. But no, he didn't seem like the master. You would know who the mastermind is. They would freaking be like, yo, it was me the whole time. I can hit this button and your butthole's gonna get shocked. and she had a little button that shocked my bottom. Like, for real. No, like, I mean, seriously, like, that's pretty much like how Junko was. Like, it really was just like, you knew. Like, she just gave that aura that it's like, okay, this is it. This is fucking it. She's the mastermind. You know what I mean? Anywho, can we inspect this one? The red Exo is completely still. Suichi, it's dangerous there. If you go near that thing, you might get torn apart. No, it shouldn't move anymore. Not without the Mono Cubs or Kokichi. Yeah? So it's just a pile of scrap then? Jeez, don't scare me like that. Maybe I should just tear this hunk of junk apart with my magic. But I suppose that if Kokichi was alive, he could move it at any time by remote. Why did you say so sooner? That is, if Kokichi is alive. But that remote control Kokichi has for the Exols, what is it exactly? Does he have that because he's the mastermind? See, now even Suichi's raising questions. Now, I don't think Kokichi's the mastermind. Anything with the washing machine? This looks like a car wash. I imagine it's for cleaning the Exols. It doesn't look like it's been used in a while. I don't see any clues. Probably should check the operation panel too. It's the panel that controls the alarm system, an electric barrier. I don't see any reason to turn them back on though. Okay, I guess I don't get the clue for that then. Is that really it? I mean, alright, I guess, that's everything in this room for now, so I guess we'll talk to Tsumugi and Himiko real quick.
The Monica will foul this time.
barely has any information at all on it. Yeah, it won't be much use to us. It's so useless. He probably shouldn't have even gone out of his way to give it to us. Whoa, oh damn, he heard that. It's fine, it's fine. A mascot's appearance at a murder scene brings a sense of relief and peace of mind. Ah, he popped out. What an attention hog. Of course I want attention. I'm the mascot, for crying out loud. And yet I've appeared fewer times than plain Jane Sumagi over there. It'd be false advertising if I didn't appear as often as I can, you know? Advertising? What advertising? Ignore it. Let's just focus on the investigation. Yeah. What you got, Himiko? Use your magic to figure it out already? You know who did it? What? I don't want to talk to you right now, okay? The way you are now, you might start accusing people because you can't believe Kaito's death. No, that's not... I don't want to hear your excuses or anything else. Just don't talk to me. If you keep bugging me, I'll give you afro hair with my magic. She's awfully stubborn. Is she that suspicious of everything now? Or is there a reason she doesn't want to talk to anyone? Himiko, did you visit the hangar too? Did everyone fucking visit Kaito last night? Without each other's knowledge? Oh my god. That's good brand name beverage. This is the bathroom. Oh no, I'm pretty sure this is Patrick. Now that I think about it. No, I'm locked up in the bathroom, but Kokichi's just outside the door. This is the place where Kaito was in prison. Kaito must have left some kind of clue here. No, he didn't leave anything. He might not be dead. Anyway, I should investigate inside. Yeah, see, even as the ultimate detective, you can't have a bias. In the back of my mind, we have to also consider that Kaito might be alive and have done this. Damn, you left turd stains on the bathroom? You left your jam turd stains on the bathroom floor? God, Kaito, did anyone teach you any manners, bro? Thought you were my soul, bro. Wear a fucking pamper, man. A blood stain? A puddle of blood in the center of the room, and a swipe pattern from here to the door. That could mean this. Well, what could this mean? That someone got hit here, and obviously they were dragged from there. I don't fucking know. Let's check out this, whatever the hell this is. What, poison? Oh, great. Oh, I'm so glad the bloodstain reveals that this is poison. It covers everything else up, but we know that this is poison. So, funny that, like, I don't know, like, a label like that just seems so, like, I don't know. It's like, what is it? There's, like, a UK brand that just labels things as they are. So, like, they make, like, cans of, like, lemonade or soda or something like that, and it literally, like, on the can, it's just called, like, lemonade or, like, soda. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's some brand in UK, but they literally just call it what it is. Like, there's no, like, oh, this is, you know, Coca-Cola cherry or something. Like, no, like, there's no brand. Like, the brand is literally just saying this is soda or something. I don't know. They do it for, like, a lot of products, but that just kind of reminds me of this. It's just like, this is poison. Not like, you know, Chemical X or something. There's a small bottle in the corner of the bathroom. It's empty. I feel like I've seen this before. The label has blood all over it. I can't read it completely, but I can see the word poison. And if it is poison, this bottle must be taken from my lab. I don't know who brought this here, but it definitely has something to do with this case. Now, I'm pretty sure that with the bloodstains being on it, it labeled poison, also being in the bathroom where Kaito was held. I don't think this has anything to do with the case. I think someone just left their poison here. Small empty bottle. Guys, have you seen where I left my poison? A crossbow? This is one of the crossbows from Maki's lab. Why is this here? There are arrows on the floor of the bathroom. Oh god, 3 in total, and blood on all of them. What is this? What happened here? Someone got shot, brother. Anything with the toilet? The toiler? A small window for ventilation. This is the same window from before. It's a small window, and it doesn't open all the way. No one would be able to fit through here. I suppose if someone could fit through, Kaito would have escaped by now. Perhaps it's too small for a person, but an object could fit through it. An object, you say? An object, you say? An object, you say? Say anything else I can inspect here? Oh, there's a bag here. The black case. So it's true that it really did come from Maki's lab. Well, I mean, where else did we see crossbows? This case! Oh, what's in the black case over there? As if backing away from the conversation, Kaito headed to the far shelf. What's in it? Is this some kind of weapon? This is the case from before, right? Alright, I finished investigating the bathroom. There were more clues than I thought there'd be, and one is particularly concerning. Why is the crossbow from Maki's lab in here? And 3 bloody arrows. Those arrows are definitely for the crossbow, but why are the 3 all bloody? Probably because someone was shot. What else? I mean, like, oh man, why is there bullet casings everywhere? And there's a loaded gun on the floor, or a half-loaded gun on the floor, and the smell of gunpowder in the air. I don't know. And the bottle of poison. What could that have been used for? There's still so much I don't know. This case looks like it's going to be tricky. Alright. Was there anything else? I mean, is there anything else in the main hangar? I don't think I missed anything. But, like, where else do I need to go? There's a sleeve sticking out of the press. Definitely Kaito's sleeve. In that case, the victim must be... No, it can't be determined yet. No part of the victim's body is visible. Were they completely crushed so that only the sleeve remains? What's this? Here it is. The sleeve has a single small hole in it. A hole in the sleeve. What could this be? Why didn't you inspect it before when I first looked at it? Oh my god, I suppose that's everything. Like, I clicked on the sleeve before! I suppose that's all about all the information I could deduce from the hydraulic press. I can't check the body, so I don't have many clues to work with. I'll have to find more clues elsewhere. Blues Clues, it's Blues Clues. That's about all I can investigate in the hangar. There are still questions. The truth is still far out of reach. I still can't deduce who the victim is. I need more clues. I should investigate other areas. I should start with the areas around the hangar. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure. Alright. The alarm system is off. It must still be affected by the electro bomb. I should investigate this place thoroughly. There must be some clues around here. Whoa. Actually, I'm very curious. So, this panel wasn't like this before. It looks like someone slashed the hell out of it. This is the control panel that controls the electric barrier protecting the hangar. We hit it with the electro hammer, so it still isn't operational right now. That's right. What are these marks here? It looks like it's been struck by something sharp. What could this be? Wait. How were they even able to damage this in the first place? Getting near the control panel should cause the alarm to go off. You have to turn off the alarm before you can even get close. So how did the person who did this get near the control panel? Hangar's front shutter. What do you think, Kibo? Phew, I think I'm starting to feel a little better now. I'm sorry to worry you, Suichi. I was a bit worried. I'm glad you're feeling better. There was something I needed to ask Kibo. Hey Kibo, before you went into the hangar this morning, you said... So, I went to the hangar last night and tried to talk to him. You tried to talk to him on your own? I'm sorry, I thought it would be preferable for him to release Kaito peacefully. How did it go? It went about as well as I expected. There was no response at all. But I did witness a few things. Oh, right. You said you witnessed a few things. What exactly did you see? Yes. Since we were in a hurry, I only told you about the Exol returning to the hangar. Yes, you said the Exols could pass through the alarm system and barrier to the hangar. I never imagined something like this would happen. Oh, I never imagined something like this would ever happen, so I didn't mention it before. But before I saw the Exo, I saw someone heading toward the hangar. You saw someone? I saw Himiko. She has the crossbow. What? I was in my lab trying to think of what I should write to convince Kokichi. That's when I saw her walking toward the hangar, clutching something in her hands. I think it was a black bag. A black bag? At the time, I assumed she was going there to examine things or plead with Kokichi, and since she came back later, I didn't think much of it, but after seeing her reaction this morning, I started to get a little suspicious. What? What did you see? She was acting like she had something to hide. It's not that I want to suspect her. True, it is suspicious. You said you saw her come back as well. Was she still holding the bag at the time? No, now that I think about it, she didn't. So she had it coming in, but not leaving. It has to be. The black bag Himiko was carrying was... By the way, this is a little off-topic, Suichi, but... Huh? What is it? The reason I wasn't feeling well may have been due to the electro bomb. But it was because of the electromagnetic particles, not because I'm a robot. So what I experienced was akin to an allergic reaction, such as hay fever. So it could have affected a human the same way. Being a robot had nothing to do with it. Right. That must be it. So that thing Himiko said was bothering him. He really is a bit too sensitive. Kibo's account. Bro, I mean, like, your title is literally the ultimate robot. I don't know. I just kind of, it's goofy, Like, motherfucker trying so hard to be human. It's like, dude, your title is literally the ultimate robot. And then you, like, praise yourself, like, being a robot is much better because I have all these cool gizmos. Like, dude, I can't even believe he wanted us to donk him with the freaking electro hammer. It's like, dude, we're trying to get out of here. Like, can we wait till we, like, leave this place before we, like, waste our, like, juice of the electro hammers donking you on the head with it? Like, my brother in Christ. The hangar shutter. There's a security alarm here. You have to use the alarm remote to disable it to get near the shutter. If you come near the shutter without the remote, a loud alarm would go off around the entire academy. We had to use an electro bomb to disable the sensor and the alarm. That's how we got into the hangar.
It's not exactly a bomb, though. Even if it's called an electro bomb, it jams electronic signals by scattering particles that interfere with electromagnetic waves. For 2 hours, any and all electronic devices within 50 yards will be completely disabled. It's perfect for any secret activities too, since it doesn't leave any debris behind. This invention is extraordinary, but I only have 3 of them. So I need to use them carefully. You guys will have to settle for the electro hammers.
Now that I think about it, there were 3 electro bombs in total. One was stolen by Maki, but what of the other 2? Supposedly Kokichi should have had them, so... Alright, I think that's everything there. Do I need to investigate the window again? This is the bathroom window. This is the hangar's only window, and it's not possible to fit through. That means the only way to get into this hangar is through the shutter. Alright. That's what I'm concerned. That's about all I was concerned with the hangar. But I still don't have enough clues. There have to be more. There are other places that might yield more clues. Maki's lab. And my lab. The crossbow in the bathroom. The bottle of poison. I need to investigate those leads. I should also inspect the 3 Exils that were protecting Monokuma. Why were they protecting him? Why were they protecting him in the first place? That might be related to the case as well. Okay. So that was just my indication that that's everything at the hangar. So we don't got to worry about that area no more. The Exil isn't showing any signs of moving. If Kokichi is alive, he could use his remote control to move them as he pleases. But that remote control Kokichi has for the Exils, what is it exactly? Does he have that because he's the mastermind? Well, is there anything? Exil isn't moving. Kokichi, da 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 da. Oh! 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 Maki didn't have her hammer this morning. Uh-oh. 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 Exils can pass through the hangar without triggering the alarm. Uh-oh. There's an electro hammer here, but why? And it's out of power. It must have been used. But used for what?
But be careful, the electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly, so if you use it against an Exil, it'll run out of juice with just one shot. Got it?
If the electro hammer's power is expended, it requires 24 hours to recharge. We know that for certain. Maki didn't have her hammer this morning. She brought a knife.
Things are heating up!
I remember this site I saw yesterday. Exil's protecting Monokuma for some reason. Kokichi said that he was the mastermind. The Exils should have been around him. So why were they still protecting Monokuma? And 4 of them too. I suppose I was so caught up thinking about Kokichi, I ignored Monokuma. Damn, he's here to gloat about it. Pay attention! Listen up! Take heed, I say! Monokuma? It's just, I noticed that you came all this way last night, Suichi. Huh? Oop, oop, oop. You were acting all sneaky, weren't ya? Like a teenage boy trying to creep into adult movie section of the video store. But you didn't need to sneak around, because the Exils wouldn't have attacked you. What are you saying? We didn't have to sneak? Because everyone's coming to rent adult movies, so in a way, everyone going there is the same. No, that's not that. I meant about the Exils not attacking us. Oh, at the time, the Exils were on autopilot and directed to only observe me. Their movements were more limited now than the Mono Cubs weren't around to pilot them. Autopilot? You mean the remote control that Kokichi has? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the Exils were being controlled by Kokichi's remote control. But they were focusing on Monokuma? Why are you telling me this? This puts the person controlling you at a disadvantage. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the clash trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you shared it instead. That way, it'll be fair for all the participants. So someone else besides me knows this. Why wouldn't they share this information? Okay, that's all I'll tell you. By the way, renting movies is so old school. It's more thrilling to illegally download them. Like It's like trying not to get caught by a big game hunter while holding your breath during sex. Huh? Bro, I'm not a bear. This information about the Exos could be a clue to solving this case. I should remember this. Interesting. So they weren't here to stop us. They were never here to stop us. They were here to monitor Monokuma. Meaning, whoever was in control of the X-Souls isn't the mastermind, because why would you need to monitor yourself? Kokichi is not the mastermind. Assuming that he was the one that put the control, because he had the remote control and he autopiloted them. Why would Kokichi need to monitor Monokuma if he himself is the mastermind? Oh wait, I just realized, did I check everything over there? I just kind of like left without... I guess that's it. Yeah, I think it's just the electro hammer. Alright. I think I need to go check Maki's lab and my lab. Is there anyone else here? I don't know. Where did Maki run off to? Now that I think about it, she's kind of patrolling around by herself. A very, very interesting case indeed. It's kind of like going back to like Murkuro's case with the whole like, oh, well, we don't know it's actually like Murkuro. We think that was Junko's body and yada yada yada. Of course, I got to go up like 17 flights of stairs. This place feels so much bigger than well, I don't know, because it's like with the second game's map. Because it's like you had all those islands, but then I think about it, like a lot of the islands really just were like 5 areas and that's it. I guess in terms of, if you think about it like from actual distance perspective, the second game's like island was probably the biggest map, but like I feel like there's a lot more to this that you can actually explore than any of the other games. I feel as though there are less weapons than I remember here, and it looks like there's a missing bag. Alright, everyone's here. I hope you're all ready. Are those weapons? So you went to my lab yesterday to find weapons to use against Monokuma. It's because Kaito had them. But I noticed there's a bag missing. There used to be 3, I'm pretty sure. As I suspected, there are 2 black bags here, identical to the one in the hangar. They're cases for crossbows. The crossbows are inside, but disassembled. It looks as if they don't fit in the case unless they're disassembled. But there are 2. Here, when I was here with Kaito before, there were 3 of them. And I'm sure that Kaito didn't have a crossbow with him. Well, we know that Himiko brought it to him, assuming, because she was the one carrying the case. In that case, the crossbow in the hangar must have come from here, which means that someone must have brought it to the hangar from here. But it's fairly difficult to put together a crossbow. I don't believe you'd be able to do it unless Maki taught you. Unless Maki taught you! So Kaito probably said the crossbow. Or maybe Maki herself. Assuming that, you know, even if Kokichi had his hands on it, he probably wouldn't know how to do it. I think that's what they're implying by saying unless Maki taught you. So only me, Kaito, and Maki are the only ones that know how to put it together, or should be able to know how to put it together. I'll think more about it later. For now, I need to investigate. Is that a levitating gun? Am I high? Is that gun like levitating off the shelf? I guess maybe it's supposed to be there. Is there anything else I can inspect here? I guess the weapon shelf. I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. Alright, everyone's here. I hope you're all ready. I think he's saying the same thing. Are those weapons? So you went to my lab, yada yada yada. It's because Kaito had them. Yeah. Is there something over here I could? Yeah. Look at all these guns. Even if these are all airsoft guns, it's a remarkable... Wait, they're all airsoft guns? What the fuck were we worried about? I thought these were all loaded actual guns. Why the hell was everyone worried that how, I mean, like, okay, if they shoot you in the eyeball or something, maybe, but like, airsoft doesn't fucking pierce skin, especially if you're like wearing clothes. Like 90% of us have like coats and jackets and multiple layers. Like, I would say maybe like Angie has like a run for her money because like she was wearing a bikini as her outfit. So like, yeah, if she got shot in the gut with an airsoft gun, it'd probably sting a little. But like, even still, it doesn't pierce skin. What the fuck were we worried about that Maki was gonna kill us with these? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This whole time? This whole time they're just airsoft guns? I mean, I gotta believe these are actual knives and shit, but... And obviously the crossbow is a legitimate crossbow. But if these are all airsoft guns, what the fuck were we worried about? Oh, like, oh my god, she's gonna kill us. She's the ultimate killer. Whoa! 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 That's goofy, huh? I didn't even know that. I think, honestly, I don't remember that. I don't remember those, like, being fake guns. I thought they were all real. Like, that was the point. She was the ultimate assassin, but... And probably I kind of forgot it, thinking on the fact that the crossbows are actually real. So it's like, you know, you kind of just think 2 and 2 together, but... That's goofy, huh? Oh, I wonder if the... Oh no, okay, it disappeared when the wall blew up. There was like rubble, like levitating over there. I wonder if it was still levitating. The game was just permanently bugged. That bottle of poison in the hangar. I need to confirm that it came from here. There are several bottles of poison lined up here. I haven't seen any poison outside of this lab, so... The small bottle of poison I found must have come from here. There's a little less liquid inside this bottle than the others. Strike 9 poison. The label says Strike 9 poison. This poison takes some time to spread, but even a small amount of it can be lethal. I can't imagine that there's a smaller amount in this bottle for no reason. This must be a clue. There are a bunch of bottles on top of the desk. Did someone take them out? These bottles say antidote. Antidotes, huh? I didn't know these were here. According to the labels, each bottle is only 1 dose, and each one only works on a specific poison. Well, I suppose that makes sense. There are plenty different kinds of poison, so this must be true for antidotes. Strike 9 poison and antidotes. That is disconcerting. None of these antidotes are for the Strike 9 poison. They're all for different poisons. What could that mean? Alright, I've investigated this room thoroughly. I didn't find any evidence to suggest Kaito isn't dead. On the contrary, there's plenty of evidence that suggests Kokichi isn't dead. Monokuma is still moving around, and the killing game hasn't ended, and Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press, which means the victim must be... No, it's too soon to be thinking like that. If I investigate a little more, I'll find something. There's still time. I should head back to the hangar. Perhaps I missed something. I should check again. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is gonna be my one time. I'm literally on the opposite side of the mat. I don't want to walk all the way back down. I'm sorry. We're teleporting. I'm sorry. That's just a huge ass waste of time. Let's get right into the news. So what happened to Maki though? Like, she just kind of like up and vanished. Is there anything else? Is there new clues? Is there new Blues clues? Well, they said I should investigate the hangar specifically, so. I mean, what the hell did I miss? Maki must have returned then. Yeah, and Kibo's probably in there now, because he was standing out here before. So what did we miss? Okay, oh, alright, so the gang's all here now. Oh, Suichi! Can you come with me? Is something wrong? I found something strange in the bathroom. Please, hurry! He shouted quickly and ran to the bathroom. What are you talking about, Kibo? I guess it's important, so I'll just gloss over that Maki's back. Kokichi's clothes! Did you see them? They were stuffed in the toilet. Kibo, what are you looking at? Take a look at this! Huh! These are Kokichi's clothes? It's soaked and wrinkled, and there's no doubt that these are Kokichi's. Where did you find this? I didn't see it when I was investigating the bathroom. And why are they soaked? My brother in Christ. Why are his clothes soaked sitting inside the toilet? That's a good question. I should probably press Kibo for more information on my brother in Christ. They were probably stuffed down the toilet. Well, the toilet seemed clogged, so I reached my hand down the drain and pulled out these clothes. It looked like they couldn't be flushed all the way. Couldn't be flushed all the way? Why were these clothes in the toilet in the first place? Yes, it is very brave of me, and thanks to that, I managed to find an important clue. Now, Suichi, please investigate as much as you want. Yeah. Clogging the toilet, huh? But this isn't the time to hesitate. Kokichi's clothes found in the bathroom. If they were found in the toilet, someone must have tried to flush them. But who would do that? Is something the matter? Please investigate. Okay. The ultimate detective can't stop here. This has to be an important clue. Alright. I made up my mind. Grab Kokichi's soaked clothes and spread them open. Huh? There's a small hole in the back. And another small hole on the sleeve. This is about the same size as the one on Kaito's sleeve. There are traces of blood around the holes too. What does this mean? It could mean that he was attacked. In that case, there's a chance Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press. Kibo, thank you. This is a very important clue. Oh, I'm happy I was able to help, but I must decline shaking your hands. Your hands aren't clean either, though. But if Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press, where did Kaito go? Why not show himself? And why is the game still going, even though the mastermind is dead? If this is awkward, Suichi, I can leave and give you some privacy. You're concerned about that? Kibo and I washed our hands in the sink, and I left the bathroom. Oh, I left the bathroom. Alright, I really want to talk to Maki because you've been kind of absent this whole investigation. Also, I really want to press you on the hammer. Because she didn't... And yes, she could have played it off like, oh, I'm going to kill Kokichi, I had the knife. But she was the only one that didn't have her hammer, meaning I think that's her hammer in the hangar. And I think she probably attempted, maybe she learned something more than we did. And she probably maybe attempted to enter the hangar through an exhole. Just saying, we can't rule it out. And I suspect Maki would do that first because, again, she was the one without her hammer. Maki, why is it so easy for you to believe Kaito is dead? And that's the other thing. She's acting so out of character. I think she knows something. Oh, you know what? We need to press Himiko for the case. You and Kibo both look more refreshed now. Refreshing each other in the boys' bathroom. Even now, you can't help yourselves, huh? Yes, Himiko. I sucked off Kibo in the bathroom. This is all Himiko's imagination, but I don't even want to touch that right now. I'm not gonna press her for the... Well, I guess, you know what, save it for the Clash trial, because, I mean, we do have Kibo's account, so...
Hey, it's almost time for the Clash trial to start, right? Was no one able to find Kokichi?
I wonder. I haven't heard from anyone.
I wonder where he went off to.
Did he disappear? He can't still be in the hangar. Or under there. Under where?
Suichi, do you think the one who died was Kokichi?
Huh?
I mean, your face says you want to think that. But I think that's just plain impossible. Kokichi's been manipulating us from the start. I can't believe someone like that could be killed by Kaito.
We gotta stop thinking of the idea that Kokichi's the mastermind. Especially now that we have that clue with his clothes in the toilet. He had crossbow holes with blood on them, so he must have been shot with the crossbow at some point. And why indeed, okay, let's rewind a little bit. Why indeed was Kokichi's clothes stuffed down the toilet? Why would he take off his clothes? Or why would someone remove his clothes and stuff them down the toilet? If they were gonna kill them and try to or kill him and try to not leave behind evidence, why would you take his clothes off? Just leave his clothes in the hydraulic press and crush him. That would dispose of any evidence. It's too weird. There's too many random factors to assume that Kaito's dead and Kokichi did it.
Ah, of course. I didn't mean to compliment Kokichi or make fun of Kaito or anything.
I know. You're probably right. Sumiki has a good point. I still don't have enough clues to conclude that Kokichi died, but I'm certain that one of them must have. Well, yeah, because they're... Obviously, we do know without a shadow of a doubt that whoever's dead has to either be Kaito or Kokichi, because process of elimination, the rest of us are still alive. And we're here. So whoever's in the press has to either be Kokichi or Kaito. That's the only conclusion we can come to. That doesn't necessarily prove that the other one's going to be the culprit, because any one of us could be the culprit still. As I said, with the discovery of the hammer in the hangar, someone may have learned that you can get in through an exalt. So they could just as easily enter the hangar without having to use the remote. So any one of us could have probably entered the hangar and killed someone. Damn, that felt fast. Holy shit. That was like 50 minutes on the dot. That was literally 50 minutes, at least as far as like this recording right here. Holy shit. That's wild. That's wild. That felt so... Usually, I think the first one lasted like an hour and a half or something. But then again, I was probably talking a lot through it. Yeah, actually, this probably was even shorter because I was talking through some of it. It's probably more like 45 to 40 minutes maybe? God damn. It's about that time. That's right, it's time for the Clash trial, where hope and despair meet head-on. Please proceed to the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard and head to the trial grounds. Everyone needs to be there. Got it? Anyone who's absent will be swiftly and permanently punished. I wonder what kind of despair awaits you this time. Interesting. You see how he phrased that? Indicating that obviously Kaito or Kokichi is still alive. They need to show up, so we're gonna hopefully see who's still alive. Everyone needs to be there? That means Kokichi or Kaito, whoever is alive will be there. At the trial, we'll know who the victim is. The thing is, or will we? Because the whole portion of this trial is trying to identify who died. I don't think they're gonna give that answer outright. I don't think so. I think they're gonna hide their identity. Whoever's still alive is gonna show up at the trial and hide their identity. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because that would ruin the game. If we knew the answer, if we knew who the victim is, then it's just a matter of like, okay, well, who killed him? But I think a major portion of this mystery is finding out who was even killed. Was it Kaito or Kokichi? This isn't everyone, right? Kaito and Kokichi aren't here. I bet Kokichi is already there. As the mastermind of the killing game, he's waiting for us to arrive. We don't know that yet. There's still a chance Kaito is alive. Cut it out. Do you want to die? Maki, this is a battle between hope and despair. If I show any weakness like you are, then I know I will lose to despair. Lose to despair? 6 of us will participate, and 1 of us will die after this class trial. Then only 5 will be left. Only 5. But that's right. We're the only ones left. We can't lose to despair. Even if we have no future, we need to win. This is the whole point of this class trial. I will defeat Kokichi, no matter what I have to sacrifice. No matter what she has to sacrifice? Are you sure about that, Maki? Are you sure about that? Is that what you call hope? I know that we can't lose to despair, but something is wrong. Something doesn't feel right. Something's wrong. I can feel it. I wonder what Kaito would say at a time like this. What would he say to us if it was Kaito? Rumble in the jungle. Bro, I'm excited, but I'm also a little sad because like we're almost through this game. Like and you know, it's like, God, this is my favorite game series. Like, you know, I'm gonna feel sad when it's like it's done and over. I also thought about, so you know, I played the other 2 games back like when I first started my channel, which I didn't have like actual like good, you know, a good recording setup and stuff. So like it was just like recorded straight off the game. So it looks like beans and I sound like ass. So like, I don't know, possibly I considered even just like outright at least replaying the first games with like my better setup just to like get a better quality sound. And I think it'd be a fun way to, I don't know, bring it back. I mean, of course, this would be like talks in like, you know, way into the future. Like, you know, if I'm still making YouTube videos and playing games and having a good time, having a good hoot and holler with you all, you know what I'm saying? But I just kind of thought about it, like maybe just re-recording, or even quite possibly like, maybe like, you know, my sort of like one and done, maybe like actually stream it, you know, just go live and like stream those games. Cause like, obviously if you watch my channel, you've seen the entirety of the game. So like nothing new is going to happen. It's still going to be the same outcome. It's going to be the same game. But I don't know, like maybe just, it'll be a lot more fun to like maybe play it live or something, like re-record it and then just like upload the stream afterwards, just as like separate videos or whatever. I think that'd be a really cool idea, just to like bring back Danganronpa, like, you know, later in the future. I mean, unless they make new games, but I highly doubt that. I mean, I'm sure Spike Chunsoft they're making other games and stuff. Actually, they're making a new one that's coming out I think this year. Maybe it was next year. I forget what it's called. I think it's like something Rain, but it's like a. I think it's supposed to be more like Ultra Despair Girls. It's kind of like a third person over the shoulder, but I do think you still play as like a detective in like a post or like a Neo Tokyo world kind of, I guess. I forget the name. I mean, the trailer's out. There's a trailer for it. I know I watched the one. But that looks interesting. And it's supposed to be in the Danganronpa art style. I know Spike Chunsoft has actually, they have a lot of other games I just realized that I might play after I beat this one. But yeah, I know, like, the actual Danganronpa team is in the works of, like, another game. It's not going to be, like, Danganronpa, but it's at least, like, in the art style, just to kind of bring back that nostalgic feeling. And I do think it still involves, like, you playing as a detective, but it's not going to be, like, the killing game and, like, all this stuff with ultimate talents and stuff like that, hope and despair, all that jazz. But I look forward to playing that. Regardless, I digress. I'm kind of like getting away from the game, but I don't know. That's just kind of stuff that I'm thinking about because we're getting so close to I mean, quite literally after this trial, we will literally have maybe like a 4 to 6 hour chapter in chapter 6, and that's it. That'll be the end. It'll just be one big investigation and then one big clash trial to wrap everything up, and that's the end of the game. So I'm just trying to like plan for the future, just to keep you guys informed of like where I'm probably going to proceed from here. So we didn't say a word to one another. Silent as a tomb, we stepped into those open doors. Shit, with how little the investigation was, I might even be able to fit the clash trial in. Who knows? I mean, that wasn't even an hour. That investigation wasn't even a fucking hour. Like, I'm not posting under an hour video. Like, I only post once a week. You guys deserve more than, like, an hour of content a week. We had lost the will to live, knowing what we know about the outside world. But somehow, despite that despair, we had found a new reason to live. I'm not doing it again. I already did it a few times. I made the Star Wars joke. I'm not doing it again. No. To win the battle between hope and despair. But now, what do we know? We don't know what hope means to us anymore. What is hope? A burden you bear? It's that gut feeling you get when you eat a spicy taco. As those thoughts pierced my mind, I suddenly stopped. I can't think about those things anymore. The only thing I need to think about is survival. We'll use the power of friendship. A battle that, like this, takes me back. After all, hope and despair are natural enemies. Yes, this is truly a magnificent theme. Boop, 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 boop. Only esteemed works of fiction have themes as magnificent as this. Anyway, where's Kokichi? Why isn't he here? Maki was right. The person who should be here isn't. Well, I'll tell you once the clash trial starts. What's going on? What are you scheming now? It doesn't matter what Kokichi is scheming. This is the final battle between hope and despair. It all ends here. Kokichi can twist and violate the rules all he likes, but will never give up. Hope will never submit to despair. Oh, for the love of... No rules have been violated. Not on my watch, you know. Whatever. Hurry up and start. We'll end this clash trial. We'll defeat the remnants of despair, no matter what. So, get ready. Yeah, I got it. Now let's get started. Mix equal parts life and death, add a dash of lies and truth, bake it in fires of conflict, and when it's golden brown and bubbling, you have yourself a truly decent clash trial. And once more, we faced a clash trial. Was the one who died Kaito or Kokichi? I can't say for certain, but I still believe Kaito wouldn't die so easily. I don't know why I believe that so strongly. But I will fight to prove it. I will fight with everyone. To grasp the hope on the other side of this truth. I will fight. I will fight in this trial of truth and lies.